Okay, so this probably isn't the video you're expecting, but I did go see the Nun II tonight. It's about a 45-minute drive from my house to the theater that was showing this movie. And, I had a lot of expectations, going into this movie. I watched The Conjuring 2 and The Nun the night prior in preparation for The Nun 2. Tonight, I wanted to get an early review out for you guys. And, to kind of paint a better picture here, I'm someone who really enjoys the first Nun film. Despite all the hate that film gets, I'm someone who really enjoys it, and I will continue to defend that film. I don't think it's a bad movie at all, and the reviews for the Nun 2 were overwhelmingly positive, and so my expectations were high for this film. I had a lot of excitement and anticipation, going into the film. And, I walk into the auditorium that was showing the movie, and I turn the corner and I immediately see, a packed auditorium of 18-year-olds to 20-year-olds. And, they were with their girlfriends and their best friends. So, it was a packed theater at this point. And as the commercials started for the film, this group of young 20-year-olds decided, to start talking and, and screaming and yelling at the top of their lungs. And, at that point, I was like, fine, this is only the commercials. The movie hasn't started yet. Maybe they'll be quiet once the movie started. So, I waited till the movie started, and, I had people on either side of me. And when I go to a movie, I like to be respectful, to my fellow moviegoers. So, keep that in mind going forward with this story. So, I had, young, probably, older 20s, early 30s, I'd say, on my left hand side, and then on my right, I had a big group of 20-year-olds, and it looks like, they all knew each other. And, as the opening logos for the film started, this person on the right-hand side of me decided that it would be funny to yell their names out loud. And there was this other group of people in the back row of the theater. So I guess, to paint a better picture here, so I booked my ticket, in preparation for this film. And, I was in the middle row, I was front and center. I had a great, viewing spot, for the film. And, so as the title cards started, this group in the back and in the row I was started yelling their names. And that's when it occurred to me that this isn't going to be a pleasant theater experience. And, I paid, a lot of money to go see this movie. Because I didn't see this at my local theater. I wanted to see this, on the biggest screen I possibly could that's in my area. And, this theater, is expensive as well. So, I wasn't going to waste my time. I wasn't going to waste my money to hear these groups of people, continuing to narrate the movie for me on the left-hand side, and then on the fucking right-hand side of me, like this guy, like I swear to God, I was in the theater for about half an hour. And I swear, every goddamn minute, this guy had to, flip over his phone, look at his fucking Snapchat, or message his fucking gay boyfriend, whatever. Like, I don't care to know what this guy's life is. And, I certainly don't care about your Instagram life. I don't care about how many likes you got on your fucking Facebook post, alright? So, he decided to check his phone every minute. And whenever he switched on his phone, you're in a dark-ass fucking room. And, as soon as your phone turns on, that light, bright, that lights up the entire fucking theater. Even if you've dimmed your brightness, down to the very minimal, it can go. You can still clear out every goddamn pixel on his phone. And, I was like, maybe he's just, maybe he's just checking that at the beginning. And then, I decided to wait. After the opening scene, which, the opening scene is really good. It was very effective. I was really into the movie at this point. And, I liked the way it started. It started off strong. So, yeah, my first impressions on the film is, I enjoyed what I saw so far. And, just throughout the film, this group on the left-hand side of me, so separating, the guy who was on his phone for the entire, fucking 30 minutes. This group on the left-hand side, they weren't as bad, but they were still talking throughout the film, and I could not hear the dialogue that was being said on the screen. And, let me just bring up something here. At the beginning of every single movie, since the beginning of time, there has been messages saying, please be respectful to your fellow moviegoers, no cell phones, no talking, respect others. We all have that message, in our theaters. And, with the jump scares, this is something that was agonizing to me when watching this. I like to go to a horror movie and I want it to get under my skin. I want to, feel unsettled. I want to feel uneasy watching a horror film. But once again, this group of 20-year-olds on my right, they, during the opening jump scare of the film, they decided it would be funny to scream when when everybody else was scared, the normal reaction you would get from a jump scare. But the reaction that this guy was giving was so sarcastic and was so over the top. He was not scared. He was just doing this to annoy every goddamn person in the theater. Okay, so now I want to rewind a little bit back to the opening of the film. So I'm talking title cards here. So you're during the point where they were yelling each other's names. I'm just going to go back a bit here. During that point, there was a guy probably the row above me that literally yelled out, across the theater to these 20-year-olds, and basically, told them, quote unquote, to telling them to shut the fuck up, you fucking idiots. And and at that point I was like, yes. So I was happy about that, and so I thought that would shut them up. Literally someone telling them that they are being annoying and can you please fucking stop. Usually the normal person, if you told them to be quiet in a movie, they would usually respect that and they would shut the fuck up, like it's promoted at the beginning of the movie. But no, they did not. I was in the middle, they were right on the end. And, I could hear them from the fucking middle, and even the speakers could not conquer, the volume of these guys. There was a point in the movie where they were a little bit better. But then with every single jump scare, it was a sarcastic, there was a sarcastic reaction from all of them. And I was just like, I am done. I'm done with this. Like, oh, I will come back another night. I will wait 3 weeks if that's what it will take just to have, a theater with me and, maybe 10 other people that actually know what movie etiquette is. Because obviously, the people I was watching it with tonight, not everyone. Like, there were quite a few people in the theater, that were respectful of others, and to them, I praise them. You guys are absolute legends. And being 18 and 20-year-olds, like, I was like, surely you guys have some fucking manners, and sure you have some respect for some others who, everybody else paid the same price as you to go see this goddamn fucking movie. And yeah, by about the half an hour point in the film, and I could not concentrate watching this movie. And like, I didn't want to, I did not want to stick through another hour and a half of these guys giving sarcastic reactions to the jump scares, to the guy turning on his phone every goddamn minute. I do not want to see, I do not want to see a fucking nude pic on your phone. Like, I'm here to watch a fucking movie. Is that too much to ask? And yeah, like, that's really all I have to say is, I was actually excited to watch this with an audience. I think a horror film's made to watch with an audience. It does not. It's so obvious that 18-year-olds still don't know the meaning and the purpose of a movie etiquette. What I think in this situation is, I think, what if it's the reverse? What if I was annoying them? What would they do? If you just think logically for like 5 fucking seconds, alright? You would realize that it is really, really annoying when someone talks in a movie. It is really annoying because not only, can you hear them, but it's taking you out of the movie as well. You're there to get invested into a movie. You're there to, you're there to live this experience. I was really excited for this movie. 45 minutes driving equals to about $20 in fuel. So, and I was only at the theater for like 30 minutes, and it's just, like, it's all pointless. And so, by that 40 minute mark, I walked out, I talked to, whoever staff member was around. I told them the situation. They went to get the manager, and I had to re-explain the situation to them, that, I will just come back another night. If I can just get a refund, that would be great. Thank you. And they happily gave me a refund, which, I was very happy about that. But it's the fact that I had to miss out on a movie that I was genuinely looking forward to is beyond me. No one should have to sit in a theater and listen to a fucking commentary. If you want a commentary, buy the fucking Blu-ray of the movie. Listen to the director tell some interesting facts about the movie. I don't care about what is happening in anyone's fucking life. I don't care about what's happening. Like, I don't care if your girlfriend dumped you. Whatever. Keep that information out of the fucking theater. If you want to talk, leave the fucking theater, you moron. Actually, no. If you want to talk, just leave the fucking theater in general. You go to a movie to watch a fucking movie, not to talk. You fucking inconsiderate fucking assholes. Yeah, I need to calm down, but fuck, my blood is fucking boiling at the moment, because that is just fucking insufferable to do. Everybody else probably has to drive a good distance to get to that theater as well. And I went to the latest screening I could, which was at 9:30. So I was like, hopefully not many people are going to be there. It's still a work day. I was like, You know, people have to work tomorrow. So I was like, you know, maybe there'll be like me and a couple of others there. But no, that was not the case at all. But anyways, you know, that's just my experience. I am going to see the Nun 2. I am going to review it. Yeah, for you for sure. But you know, I'm probably just going to wait a couple of weeks. You know, I do not want to live another experience where I have to drive a certain distance, get to a theater, just for it to be ruined by some dumbass 18 and 20-year-olds. You know, you guys are old enough to know the rules of movie etiquette. I'm sure you've been to enough movies in your fucking life to know that it is annoying when you talk, you narrate, you're on your phone. Like, there's even that message at the beginning of the theater to please turn off your phone. Why can't people just follow simple rules? Like, it's so simple. It's a matter of, you know, I've turned off your button, swiping it off, and leaving it off. It's just a matter of doing that. You don't have to be fucking Shakespeare to do something like that. But, yeah, fuck, you know. Yeah, you know, I don't know what else to tell you guys. But, yeah, you know, tonight was just a waste of time. You know, it's really disappointing because from what I watched the movie, you know, I really liked. You know, and now, you know, I won't, you know, get an early review out. But, you know, I would rather wait, you know, 3-4 weeks for this movie, for the hype to kind of calm down a bit. And, you know, actually get invested in this movie and actually give you guys a competent review. Because there was no way I was going to sit there for another second and listen to the guys narrate or be on his phone. But, yeah, anyways, you know, yeah, that's my experience with the Nun 2 tonight. Let me know if you've had any theater experiences like that. I swear to God, if fucking Saw X coming out this year is like that, I'm going to fucking burst out in rage. I'm going to fucking stand up. I'm going to throw a fucking chair across the room. Like, it is insufferable. People speaking. I cannot express that enough. You know, like, it's, you know, like, it is just dumb. It's, yeah. Anyways, you know, I'm gonna have a better night. You know, I just want to, go home, do something else, just try and forget this fucking insufferable experience. So anyways, guys, yeah, just let me know in the comments if you've had any similar experiences to that. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys next video.